Hi, this video is for RCC Professional Cleaning. This is Norma Suarez. I'm an independent SEO lead generation specialist. Thanks first of all for your response to my post on Facebook regarding some SEO tips. I do know you're busy with the business, but I want to make sure I get this video out to you so that you can put these tips into action for your business online. Well, I asked for some feedback on the video if you don't mind, and after you watch this you feel like you need some help with your business online, feel free to reach out to me. So there are basically three main search engine optimization tips I wanted to go over with you. And those are content, citations, and backlinks. And if you ever had to deal with online marketing in the past, you know how important these things are so that people can see your business on the internet. These are the top three things that search engines like Google, Bing, Yahoo, MSN, they crawl your web page to determine if your site is worth ranking on top or on that very first page of a search. So first thing I want to go over is content, and that's basically anything that you can see on your front page, which I have up on here. And they include any text and any photos and how these photos are saved. So making sure you have enough unique, relevant, high quality content. And so I would suggest for your first page to put in at least 1,500 words that really speak about your business and what you offer. This allows you to add in some keywords or key phrases that people are going to be using to search for businesses that offer your services. So it's really going to help you get found on the search engine. The other thing, as I had mentioned, are the images and how they're saved. So for example, this image down here in the middle, if I try to save it, and you see how it's saved as, I don't know what, maybe like a default from the camera or something like that. I would change that to say something, again, speak about the business, talk about, let's say you can label this as residential cleaning in Katy, you know, versus having this, because again, the search engines will crawl and this is not going to be relevant. I mean, who's going to search for your business using these terms up here? So you want to look out for terms that people are going to look for your business for and put them into these, save your images as such terms. And I'm just going to check out the others and how you save them. Okay, that's the same thing. And yep, that's the same. All right, and then it's great that you have the video here. I would kind of fix this up too to make sure that everything shows. So make sure it's and then another suggestion I would make is, okay, so you have your phone number here, maybe a form that people can fill out, because you have your free estimate. Click here, and when we do that, it does bring us to a form, but I would put that form on the front page so that people are more inclined to fill it out. Okay, so that's it with content. So again, those 1,500 words that have high quality content, key rich words, and then more images. I would even put more images on here, maybe 8 to 10 images, maybe of work that you've done. Before and afters could be good. You might even want a page with a gallery of before and afters, and then tagging those images correctly. All right, so the second thing that I wanted to go over with you is citations. So if I do a search, and I did a search earlier looking for professional cleaning services in Houston, and this is the front page, okay, of a search, and this is where you want your website to be. Okay, why do you want your website to be here? Because this is where people are going to start clicking and looking what you have to offer, probably requesting quotes and so forth. And so when you do a search, especially for your industry, sometimes you're going to see these ads up here. These are Google guaranteed ads, and you'll see these usually on the top of the page. So these are paid ads, but you have to go through a process of getting your business verified within Google to get this. And if you haven't done so already, I would recommend that you get a Google My Business account. And to get on these Google guarantee, you know, when people click on this, a lot of times you get less garbage leads from these types of ads. Okay, so it might be something you want to do when starting up or when you want to get more clients coming to your website. Because you pay for every click, whether or not people use your service, but definitely a good way to get you straight up to page 1 while your website is being worked on. And then right under are your traditional ads, your traditional Google ads, which has the word ad in front of it with the URL. Again, paid traditional ads, people are familiar with these. They can be hit or miss because a lot of times, or nowadays, a lot of people use ad blockers. And if they have an ad blocker in their web browser, there's a good chance they're not going to see these. And there's also a large group of people that simply don't click on these types of ads simply because they've had a bad experience with it in the past. And so sometimes you'll see ads up here, and then sometimes you'll see ads in the bottom. Yeah, so you got a few more ads down in the bottom. So you see there's a lot of people, you have a lot of competition in your area, and that's why it's really important for you to get on this front page, because if they're not clicking here, here, or here, again, any of these pages here, then how are you going to get the businesses or the clients coming to you if you're not on this first page? Now, the citations I talked about has a lot to do with this map section right here. And what a citation is essentially your business name, the address, which you can, when you apply on Google My Business, you can just limit it to city and state, and a phone number. And these are listed in different directories all throughout the web. You might be asking, well, what's a directory? So a directory is simply a website out there that allows you to add in this information. So directories are things like Yellow Pages Online. They have Yelp, Home Advisor, localbusiness.com or local biz. So these, what these provide is another avenue for your business to be seen. So if they're on online directories out there, they might run into your business via these directories. So all it's doing is giving you another avenue for people to reach out to you. A good strategy that I like to use is I look at the competition and I see how many online directories or citations that they have, right? So like professional cleaning services, I have a tool that I can go into and look at their website and see what directories they're listed on. And so if they're listed on, let's say, 20 directories, I would try to list my clients on those same 20 directories and then put them on even more directories. Because what happens is the more citations you have, the more likely you'll be to show up here on this map section. The only issue, just like the ads, it goes away when you stop paying Google. The only issue with these is if you have another cleaning service that comes along and they're all over the web in terms of citations, in terms of getting their businesses online on these different directories, then they can, remove one of these top competitors here and they'll be listed on here. So it's really a matter of getting your business getting your business, Google My Business, there you go. But Google Fight sounds like a pretty good word. Getting them verified with Google and then adding them to directories. So that's it for citations. Okay, where you really want to be, in addition to having citations, right, you might want to be listed up here and down here, and you can. More citations you have, you'll more than likely be out here. And then the more backlinks, which has a lot to do with what they call organic search. This is the top 10 websites that are on this page, which have worked on their websites diligently to get backlinks to their website saying, hey, this is a legit website. And so basically what a backlink is another website that's linking back to yours. Okay. And what it does is when it links back to yours, it's saying that you actually offer the professional cleaning service and you're a provider of such service, and then it brings relevance and keywords that you're trying to rank for and get people to find you. So I use this tool. It's called Ahrefs or Ahrefs, and this is it right here. It's a subscription, monthly subscription. I use this along with a few other tools to help my clients in looking at their website, how their website is doing on a kind of like on a, sometimes on a daily basis. I mean, usually I do go in every other day, see what's going on, or even my techs would do that every other week. You know, depending on how well they're doing, I would go in here and see what's going on with their website. And then the good thing too is I can see what's going on with other my competitors' websites for my clients. So I put your domain up here, rccprofessionalcleaning.com, and this is my result. And as I can see here, again, talking about backlinks, you can see there's 2 websites referring domains or websites referring back to yours, giving you 2 backlinks. Now, you've had 3 at one time, you lost 1, and you have 5 backlinks at one time, kind of lost 2. And so what I like about this is that I can see with this amount of referring domains and backlinks, it's not giving you any traffic at all. Okay. And then you don't have any organic keywords that you're ranking for. So what I did is I went back to the Google search and I was trying to look for your competition, not over here in these ads, not on the citations part or the map section, but I want to see your competition down here in the organic. Who's been working hard to keep their website up here on the front page? Unfortunately, in your industry, there's a lot of national companies or statewide companies that are competing. And so those are listed up here. And in fact, I went through all 10 websites that are in the front, and they're either nationwide or they're statewide. So you can you have a chance of getting up here, because I've seen other cleaning companies where they're right here on top, the very first one on the organic search. So it can be done. It just takes a lot of time and a lot of work on your website as far as getting backlinks to your site. So what I did is I had to go to page 2, which is the next 10 websites. Now I saw this one, but you know, they're focused more on the natural care cleaning, so I kind of took a look at theirs, and they're not having as much traction on their website. But this Cleaning Authority here is where I saw that they've had you know, more visits to their website. So this is theirs, and as you can see, they have, you know, they don't have as much content as I would recommend, but they definitely have more content, I believe, than yours has. So work on your content as far as that goes. But with these guys, what I did is I took their domain and I used that same tool. I put thecleaningauthority.com. This one's in West Houston. And so they have 19 websites referring back to them, giving them 319 backlinks. And as you can see here, cumulatively and historically, they've had 62 referring domains, and historically they've had over 1,000 backlinks. Now, this is just telling me then that they've lost some, you know, throughout time, and same thing with their backlinks. So that's why it's important for a search engine optimization specialist to kind of, you know, always keep track of your website, see what's going on with your competition and so forth, because they'll have to keep up with what's going on with them. So with 19 websites referring back to theirs and giving them all these backlinks, they've landed 150 searches over the past month, and that's a gain of 18 over the previous month. All right, so what I like to do on this side, since this is the competition, I like to look at who's referring back to them. And sometimes those citations that I talked about, those online directories, can actually become a referring domain as well and link back to your website. So these are some of their referring domains here. And I can also look at what exactly did they do, or what backlinks have they received that I can go into for my client and get the same backlinks for my client as well. So they've got the yellow pages. So they listed themselves on the yellow pages, americantowns.com. Local Yahoo, that's another directory you might want to consider getting onto. Okay, so I can really see what's going on with them. And then the other thing too I like to use, using my competitor's website, is I like to go into the organic keywords, especially when we talked about your content, and I like to see where they're at with what keywords that they use. So, for example, if we look at the volume, 400, cleaning services Houston. So, over the past month, people have entered cleaning services Houston. So there was a volume search of that for 400. Now, out of that 400, this company got 10 of that volume, and they were on page 1. So position 1 through 10 is on page 1, 11 to 20 is on page 2, and so forth. So this green square means that they moved up 3. So they were 13, position 13 the month previous. All right, so I like to look at these high volume and see what I can put. So in other words, you can put cleaning services Houston on your front page. You can put this one too, cleaning service Houston, Texas. So the way it's typed in, you can put that in your front page, because they're getting, there's a volume search of 300 for that term. Gave them 6 landings on their page, and they were on page 2 for that term. So you want to kind of, really look down here, home cleaning Houston, Texas cleaning services. So different ways to talk about your company, and that's why I was saying 1,500 words. All right. So just wanted to give you an overview of what it looks like to have, a lot of websites kind of giving you a lot of backlinks so that you can get more traffic. Also want to show you some ways you can use your competitors' website to show you what they're ranking for, what's working, how many volume searches any keyword is getting, and start adding that into your website. So hopefully this information has been informative for you. Like I said, feel free to take the tips, use them for yourself, see how they work. Give me a heads up, let me know what you think about the video. And like I said, if you like to learn more about, how we can help grow your business, feel free to reach out to me, let me know. Thanks again for your time and watching the video, and I hope you have a great week.